Hello students, my name is Dana Lackey and I'm out here at Roper Mountain Science Center's Living History Farm. And today I'd like to talk to you about how families produce their clothing and their textiles before industrialization. And so with the Industrial Revolution, that marked a period of time in the latter part of the 18th century when we moved from a largely agrarian rural society in Europe and also in America to an industrialized and urban society. And so lots of changes that took place. One area where we saw big changes, especially around here, was in the textile industry. And eventually Greenville, where I am located, became known as the textile center of the world. Now, when we're talking about textiles, we're talking about things made from fibers, whether natural or man-made. We're looking at man-made fibers out here on this farm today, and I'm standing amongst some cotton plants. And down at my feet, I'll show you a cotton boll, B-O-L-L, that has split open. And so if you look down here, this is what cotton looks like when it opens up. Many of you have probably seen this. Right next to it is a cotton boll that is not split open. And what I'm going to do is cut it open and show you the inside of this. So you can see that there are fibers inside of that cotton boll. Once it's dried out enough, it'll split open. I have some raw cotton here in my hand. And there's a large basket that was picked from our field. And what I mean by raw cotton is that nothing has been done to it. It's been picked and that's it. In fact, this has not even been picked. Now, of course, you would not normally pick a branch, but just to have it in here, what you do when you're picking cotton is you pull all these little sections out. And you have to be careful of these little sharp points right here. If you've ever heard about somebody hurting their hands when they're picking cotton, it's that sharp part of the cotton boll that will get you. And it's not the cotton, of course, it's that little point. So within this cotton, though, within the fiber, there are lots of seeds, and you have to get those out before you can do anything with this, like to be able to spin it or to weave it. So to get them out by hand, you have to actually pull the fibers off. So I'm not pulling the seed out, I'm pulling the fibers off the seed. And then this is what you end up with. A little seed like this. It still has some cotton fiber on it. I have a bunch of them in the plate over here. And you would have to do that a couple of dozen times to get all of the cotton clean. Now this cotton right here is already cleaned. It's ginned cotton is what we say now. So all the seeds have been removed. So a lot of the fibers that would have been used would have been white, off-white, kind of just natural colors in the beige, brown, white range. And that's fine, but a lot of people would want to have color on their clothing. And to be able to do that, they would use natural materials, of course. And so on this table, I have various ones. There are lots more than what I have out here, but these are some that might be typical in our area. This one is a really interesting dye. I bet you've heard of this before, but maybe never seen it growing. This is indigo. And indigo is a plant, and it gives us a blue dye from the green leaves. It does not have a blue flower on it. You can see the flower in that plate. It's kind of orangish looking, and it's sort of insignificant as far as flowers are concerned. But when those leaves are soaked in water, they will eventually turn the water blue, and they release something in the water called indigotin, and then that is part of the process of getting that blue dye. You know, the South Carolina state flag is dark blue in color, so it